Part 2.
You'll probably remember just before the break, Abby MacArthur here from Cardiff was a bit stuck on this question. If you add the number of blackbirds in the poem Sing a Song of Sixpence to the number of days of Christmas in the carol, what number do you get?
You said...
36.
Now, during the break, you've been rereading it, haven't you?
I have.
Rereading it, because you're quite hasty locking it in.
Yes, I was.
But is 36 the right answer?
They all stare at the blackboard.
I hope so.
You're safe. You got £1,500.
Winding yet?
You got £1,500, you're safe with the money.
Excellent.
Well done. All right.
Breathe.
Look, your Welsh compadre is still over here, ready to help you out. Did you get that one?
Yeah.
No sweat?
No.
All right. Choose your next subject, please.
OK. History's my worst subject. Go on, then. Let's have age 10 human science.
Might as well, whilst he's there to help you out. It's
Yeah.
one of his strong subjects. Still got 2 cheats in place. Here's your question. How many pairs of floating ribs do most humans have?
Floating ribs. OK, so those are the ones that aren't attached in the middle. So can I count them?
Yeah,
Are you tickling?
She tickles Dom.
Right.
Go on, no, of yeah.
Oh, come here, he's just a big girl.
Come on,
Go on, do
Right,
mine.
OK, so that's where they're attached. Let's have a look.
She prods Dick's ribs.
I can't feel them.
It is quite well padded. You might be there for a while.
Charming. I'll have you know I've lost weight for this series.
Cut out the peanut butter.
I'm not overly sure. Let me try on myself.
Everyone have a... Go on, class. Have a one of them. And all the audience, they're going to have a... See if you can spot any floaters. Oh, come on, grow up. Found any?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I could only fill one pair. One. Yes. Right. I think I'm going to go with an answer and hope that Sean can save me if I am incorrect. I think I'm going to go with my answer of 1. Like I said, hope that Sean saves me if I'm wrong.
OK.
So I'm locking in 1.
1 pair.
Just before we find out, should we have a look what the rest of the class have put? Now, they can't help you, obviously. We're going to see all 4 answers. Oh.
Ooh.
Ah.
50-50 split.
Yeah.
Alicia and Ben say 1, Maddie and Rhea say 2.
How does that make you feel?
Dubious. I'm hoping, as I've said 1, if it is 2, I'm hoping Sean's put 2.
Well, we can tell you that out of this lot, the people that are right are Rhea and Maddie. The answer is 2.
Okay.
You're wrong.
Right.
So the only way you can stay in the game now is if Sean has gone with Rhea and Maddie. But as you can see, the class there is 50-50. It's for £2,500. Has Sean gone with Rhea and Maddie, his classmates, and written 2?
She smiles hopefully. Sean's answer appears on the blackboard.
Bosh.
I knew he'd bring you Welsh luck.
£2,500.
Well done. Massive hand for Sean as well. Kept her in the game.
He scurries back to his desk.
Nathan, how do you think it's going?
Thankfully, Sean helped out, but yeah, it's going really well, I
Apparently
think.
she's only got 1 pair of floating ribs.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Would you have known the answer to that one?
I wouldn't have had a clue, so...
Really?
Yeah, doing much better than I would.
OK, yeah, so you're proud of her. She's doing well.
Very proud, yeah.
How long have you been together, by the way?
About 18 months.
18 months?
Yeah.
Ah, lovely. All right. OK, then. Choose your next pupil.
Oh, it's difficult to choose. Ben.
Come on, Benno.
Ben does his signature moves, a flick of his fingers forwards and up, elbow tucked into his side.
Hello, Benny boy.
You all right?
All right. Now, at school, I always remember a teacher saying, Woods, what's your favourite word? Have you had any teachers saying, what's your favourite word?
Yep.
What's your favourite word?
Mum!
Mum!
Yep.
Why is it mum?
Because it gets me food, gets me drinks, gets me games. Oh, my head, Joe.
So basically, it works every time. You shout mum and she comes running like that.
Yep.
Do it one more time.
Mum!
It's not worked today. Oops.
All right, Abby, for £5,000. What are you picking?
Let's go for age 9 maths.
All right, age 9 maths. Here's the question. Let's double your money. Chip can't remember his 3-digit PIN number, but he knows there is a 5, 6, and 7 in it. How many different PIN numbers are possible?
Right, so the 5s... Oh.
Chip can't remember his 3-digit PIN number, but he knows there's a 5, 6, and a 7 in it. How many different PIN numbers are possible?
Thinking I probably shouldn't have gone for age 9 maths now. So 5, 6, and a 7 in it. So there's 5, 6, 7. So that's 1. 5, 7, 6 is 2. 6, 5, 7 is 1. 6, 7, 5 is another. 7, 5, 6 is another. 7, 6, 5 is another. So that makes 6. Right. Am I on 2,500? It's 5,000. Do I take a cheat?
You can gain more than you can lose at this stage.
Yes.
Why is the money important to you?
I'd like to retrain as a counsellor to go back to university and do another course.
Great. Like to help people.
Yes. Yeah.
So we could help you help people.
You could.
Everyone
indeed.
feels good.
Yeah. OK. I think I'm going to risk it. I think I'm going to go with my answer of 6. OK, locking in 6.
You took your time. Read the question. You worked it out. £5,000. You're right.
Yes!
Well done! £5,000!
Now, you got £5,000. Nathan was looking quite nervous through that, like you got it wrong. You got it totally right.
He knows numbers as well. So.
Ben, of course, locked in very early. It didn't take you that long, did it?
No.
You put 6 as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Famous figures, literacy or UK history?
Any of those you're better at than any others, Ben?
I'm perfect.
Perfect.
Doing well on your own, and you got your one cheat, you got your copy left if you need it.
OK, well, I have done a lot of revision on UK history, so I think I'm going to hope it's something I've revised and go for age 9 UK history, please.
Here's the question for £7,500. In an army from the Roman Empire, how many frontline soldiers were in a century? 80, 420, or 1,000?
Right, a century is 1,000 because in a century of years, there's 1,000. The bit that might be confusing me is the fact that it's saying frontline soldiers and whether there's different types of soldiers in a century, and maybe there's only 80 frontline soldiers and the rest of them are middle, back, or bringing up the rear. I've still got my copy left, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
And Ben's locked in.
It's pretty quick as well, isn't it? It's pretty quick.
Do you trust this little fellow?
How
The
can
big
you
chap
not
would
trust
get
that
it right.
face? How can you not trust that face?
Of course, you might want to save your copy for the £15,000 or £25,000 questions.
Might.
What are you thinking at the moment?
I'm thinking 1,000, because there's 1,000 years in one century. I think, again, another reason for sort of pushing towards 1,000, apart from the fact that there's 1,000 years in century, 80 and 420 are quite random numbers for there to be that many frontline soldiers. Why not 100 frontline soldiers in that 1,000, or 450 or 500?
Now, also bear in mind, and I'm just telling you the facts here, and I'm not swaying you, that it's still taking you this long to come up with an answer. How long did it take you, Ben?
2 seconds.
Don't rub it in, Ben.
Cheeky little thing.
So, Abby, what's it going to be?
I'm going to copy. Because I'm starting to doubt
Does that feel like the
myself a
safest
little.
thing to do?
I think so. I think I'm right with 1,000, but just for caution's sake. And
OK.
because Ben locked in so early.
Pretty confident with your answer of 1,000, but you want a copy just to make sure. Lock that in.
You are now completely and utterly stuck to whatever Ben has put as his answer. If he's put 1,000 as well, how will that make you feel? It means that you would have wasted a copy, but will that make you feel reassured?
It will reassure me, yeah, definitely.
OK, so let's hope, for your sake, that it says 1,000 up there. Ben, in 2 seconds, was it?
Yep.
Wrote the answer.
80.
Oh, now that's changed things.
But he was very quick.
How many?
That doesn't mean anything, though. We've had many, many incidences where they've been quick and been wrong.
How many do you think there are in a century?
There's 1,000 in a century, definitely. It's the frontline soldiers bit that's thrown me a little.
How would you feel if you lost all that money, went to $1.5 grand, which isn't enough to go back to college?
Oh, gutted.
Really? How would you feel if you got the $7.5 grand?
Very, very, very pleased.
How would you feel if we told you the answer after this break?
End of part 2.